Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome to a proudly ignorant world tour. This world is called the magical world. That's right. That's actually what I called it before I spawned it in. That's what I didn't like change the title based on how magical it looked. I didn't know what to expect when I launched it, and I went with the first roll. I didn't try to roll around for it. I called it the magical world, and I got a pretty magical world actually. The spirit of Minecraft granted me a very beautiful world. I did not actually spawn right onto this mountain. This mountain was kind of very close by, so I decided to go to the mountain first because you need iron first thing. So I kind of wandered over to this mountain initially, but it's very close to the spawn spot. This is where, basically, in this little alcove, I gathered all of the iron that I needed, and then I set up a little camp, a little mountain camp. I do like this spot, this little cave in here. This can become a dwelling sometime in the future. But yeah, it's a magical world. It really is. It spawned me next to this amazing mountain. It's very high up. We're very close to the clouds. We're not seeing the clouds right now, but they should be coming by any minute now. But it's some parts of the mountain do pierce the clouds, and I have to be very cautious over here. There is some snow, some fluffy snow in some places. There's a bee out here for a couple of bees flying around the mountain for some reason. I don't know how they got up here, but they're around. Where? There they are. There's the clouds. Wow, it's like not a very cloudy day today for some reason. That's strange. But so yeah, this a good bunch of this mountain goes over the clouds. But of course, but it's not a stony mountain. It's a snowy mountain, which aren't very rare. They're not super rare, but it's still really cool. It's always really cool to spawn next to a mountain, even if it's a snowy one. And it looked beautiful from the spawn, and I decided to start the world tour from here because this also gives me a good opportunity to talk about the world a little bit as I wander over to the actual spawn area and the place where I actually built my starter house. Because it was magical. It's an amazing it was a kind of a mystical serendipity, a mystical moment of serendipity when I started this world. I named it the magical world, and it spawned me right inside of a cherry biome, which is where we're headed right now. This is the only world I've ever spawned in, that landed me right in a cherry biome right off the bat from spawn. The origin map, the southeast quadrant. First, the origin map is what I call the area surrounding the coordinates origin, the 0, 0 point. And if you were to make a map around it, that's what I would call the origin map. And that's kind of where I like to start. I kind of like to start building right around the spawn area if I can, if it's not just all water there. Just because I don't like to go far out, because you end up spawning in new chunks the further out you go, and I tend to spend a long time in these worlds, so I kind of just wait to go further out, because new updates, the game's going to update before I actually end up utilizing all of that space. So I generally don't like to travel further out until after I make it substantially far into the game. But yeah, in this world, there it is. There's the cherry biome that I spawned in. It's a beautiful sight from over here, from the mountain. The mountain is a beautiful sight from the cherry biome. It's all quite magical up here. So yeah, it is still a legitimate hardcore mode world. I still haven't died in it. And I think we're technically not at 100 days yet. It's still it's still day 97. But I felt like it was time to go ahead and do the tour because I basically did all of the stuff, all of the beginning, the early game stuff. I built myself a lovely starter house, which you can barely see in the distance. There's like a couple of chimneys out there with the smoke coming off. That's the starter house. And then the obelisk, the pillar in the center, that's the origin obelisk. In some worlds, when it's convenient, I like to construct a tall pillar right around the origin, right around the 0, 0 point, 2x2 pillar, and that's what I have going on in this world. Now, since I started in a cherry tree biome and a cherry grove biome, I decided that it would make that I should just go ahead and embrace the pink wood, and go ahead and build out of cherry wood. I love how this oxydaisy looks up here on this little hilltop. I love these flowers over here too. This is a flowery flower forest, so that's nice. I do plan on constructing some kind of a path going from the mountain over to the starting area, over to the central cherry grove. So yeah, I was absolutely amazed by the fact that the spirit of Minecraft granted me an amazing, a beautiful looking. I love these lilacs over here too. Standing in a field of lilacs, there's a bit of a liminal feeling to these tall flowers in Minecraft, and these patches of tall flowers are just, I love them. They're great. Lilacs and peonies and the rose bushes. I think those are the main. Is there other ones? There's a sunflowers. Got lots of sunflowers going on over here too. Cheerful looking sunflowers. So you actually need to go around this way. There's a massive river over here going in between these two plateaus. So I got to go this way. So yeah, I was very happy with this world, and of course it was a keeper, and I kept playing it, and I did start another world. This was not the final world that I started. I have 7 off-screen worlds. This is one of the 7, and so I still I'm not sure at what point did I start it. Why did I start it? Why did I maybe start to feel discouraged with the timeless world that I had going on before this? Or probably rather what happened was I was probably still, I think I started this world when I was still playing in the nameless world, or maybe I already die in the nameless world. I don't remember exactly when I started playing in this world. You know, in terms of the timeline, in terms of at what point was I in my let's play, in my long plays. I'm not sure. I'm waiting for the music to start. I can't believe we haven't had any music yet in this entire freaking session, in this entire world tour so far. I still haven't heard any of the Minecraft music. It's because I already spent a few minutes. I took some time to wander out to the mountain before I started, and then there's usually like a pause in the music before it starts again. So we're in that musical pause, the interlude period, I guess. So yeah, I'm not sure what led me to actually. I think I was just very frustrated with work. I was still working at this time. I was just very frustrated with life, and I wanted to to create a new world, to experience the freshness of a new world, and I called it the magical world, to emphasize the escapism of Minecraft. I wanted a world that felt like an escape from the mundane concerns of life, from all of my frustrations. So that's why I called it a magical world. I mean, I already had the timeless world. That's kind of what the timeless world was also about. I mean, that's kind of what every Minecraft world that I make. It's about escapism. Hello, sheep. It's escapism and a coping mechanism. But I kind of really like to emphasize these things with the titles, with the way that with what I name the worlds. I love the petals. Apparently there's going to be leaf petals now. There's leaves going to be coming off of the trees in the upcoming updates. So, but for the time being, it's only in the cherry grove biome. We're still in that point in time back in the day when we're still in 1.21, where this was the only biome in which you had this effect going on. So yeah, this was this camp over here. This campsite was where I spent a long time. This was my main rest stop before I built the starter house. So during the time while I was building the starter house, I was going back and forth over to this spot a lot to sleep here and to stash stuff over here. I got a ton of petals, of course. You're gonna end up with a chest full of petals if you're working in the cherry grove biome. And you know, there's not a whole lot going on there. But then I also built a farm pretty early on. I decided to go ahead with I mean, even there's a lot of bees around here. I eventually started collecting the honey from all of the beehives, because there's so many beehives around here. But before I did that, I just started a regular wheat farm. That's over here. It's a pretty significant, pretty big wheat farm. And then I also got a cow farm going now. And yeah, we're gradually making our way over to the starter house. The starter house itself is actually, it's pretty freaking sweet. I love the starter house. It's pretty big for a starter house. In contrast, in comparison to with the other starter houses that I normally build, this one's pretty big. But we're getting there. First, this is the origin monument, and I also really like how this area turned out. I ended up having to erect these land walls. Ouch, that scared me. And hello, bee. Hello, I didn't mean to disturb you there. I accidentally walked into the fire. I can go ahead and harvest some of this honey, by the way. It looks like you guys have some honey ready for me. I have been collecting it. Over here, I got almost a full stack there. So yeah, I had to build some retaining walls because it wasn't exactly. I like having a bunch of flat space around it, and also there is a possibility that I'll dig down. I also like if when I get deeper into these worlds, like around, you know, if I go past day 1000 or something, I'll end up digging down, actually down to like the bedrock actually, and just have this pillar going all the way across, and have this space around the origin pillar be kind of like a hub for the underground cave networks. Let's grab another honey bottle over here from this one. There's like 4 or 5 of them in the area. There's another one up here. Let's grab another one from over here oh, this one's not ready yet. That one's not ready yet. Okay. So yeah, all right, time to get to the house. And yeah, I'm just utterly shamelessly building with pink blocks. As a straight man, I decided that, you know what, it's not gay at all. It's totally this is acceptable. It's Japanese. Okay, these are Japanese cherry trees. That makes it cool. That makes it not. It doesn't disqualify my masculinity because it's Japanese. Okay, if it wasn't Japanese, then I guess maybe it would have been a little bit slightly gay, maybe. But no, really. I mean, you can't expect Minecraft players, all Minecraft men playing Minecraft, just not use pink blocks. That's just not fair. And it's such a beautiful color. All right, I don't care. I don't care about trying to uphold a superficial appearance of rugged masculinity by avoiding pink. No, I don't care. I caved into it. I'm just going with it. I'm going with the pink. And this is my starter house. It's absolutely amazing. It's charming, very charming. The pink is just it makes the light color, the light pink is so liberating. It feels so fresh. It's a really nice tint of pink. I'm very fond of the cherry grove biome too. I'm very fond of the cherry trees. I'm very fond of the pink cherry tree wood. And since I spawned into it, I figured I better utilize it. Because this is my one opportunity. I don't know if this will ever happen again. It's a kind of a rare biome, and it's particularly rare to spawn into it like this. So yeah, I went with it, and the house itself just turned out amazingly. I love how the starter house turned out. I love the shape of the windows. The location I chose, I really like the location I chose. It's a great view from this direction. It's kind of on top of it's kind of one of the more elevated spots around the cherry grove biome. The entire biome, it kind of fits into this one map area. It's not super big, but it's pretty significant. It's not small either. I went around the entire biome and pruned it. I chopped down the smaller trees that were kind of in the way, that I wasn't very happy with. So I chopped down a lot of these cherry. These are the cherry trees that I have left are the ones that I felt were worth keeping. But I went around the entire biome, being very selective about which cherry trees to keep and which ones to chop. And then I had lots of cherry wood, and I also was growing more cherry wood because that wasn't really enough. I grew more cherry wood, and this is it. And I ended up building a house out of cherry wood, and it's amazing. I love it. I love it. And there's more to it. Let's go inside. This is the outside. I love how the chimneys worked out. They look great from the outside. There's double chimneys because it just felt like it needed two chimneys, because I have two stacks. I have both the smoker and the blaster. I think it's called the blast furnace going on. And there's not a whole lot of storage room on this first floor, but it's all the storage I need. I'm not even using this chest. Still not even using this chest. This chest is just for special stones, which I barely have any. I haven't explored the caves yet at all, so I don't really have special stones going on. And this is just building materials, I guess. Got some glass going on, some spare bed, and then this is my main drops chest and the main extra tools area. And I already got a full stack of honey there. I'm working on my second stack of... Oh, that's it. That's a full stack right there. I got two full stacks now, but I'm still working through the bread I got going on. And I just got started on the cows. I just finished the cow farm. That's probably the last thing I did. Well, no. I built the basement. I have a basement now in this house. But before I get to that, let's just pause to appreciate this great view. The forest in the distance, I mean, it's a very generic forest. It's not a very... The landscape from here, it's kind of an unimpressive landscape. A realist, this would be a realist, unimpressive landscape painting if this was a painting. It's very ordinary, but it's still elevated, and I like that it's elevated. And the sky is pretty. Look, you can see the pretty clouds. A very unobstructed view of beautiful clouds. And perhaps I'll build something out there eventually, but I don't know, probably not very soon, because I generally would probably prefer more interesting places to build in, but I'm not sure. I mean, ideally, of course, the fantasy is always to just build stuff everywhere in Minecraft, right? So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to this view. It might just remain as it is, like this, for a very long time to come. So I'm getting very used to this view now. I look out this window very frequently. But I have even better views upstairs. Over here, there's probably going to be like an anvil over here. I haven't built an anvil yet. But other than that, this room, this is the first... I love how the first floor feels, what it's like. Love it that you get to see the sun from over there. All right, let's go up to the second floor and view the sunset from the second floor. There's even better views up on the second floor. There it is. Look at these massive windows. I love building massive windows. If you've seen my other tours, if you've seen my other buildings, this is kind of typical for the way that I build. And let's just pause to just enjoy the sunset. I love to just watch the sunsets in this game. It's great. Fantastic. And I love this space out here. I love to just hang out here at night. You can watch the monsters, the creeps. You can watch the cows. The cows are already too far away to be simulated to where they're actually wandering around. They're just kind of rotating in place right now. The simulation space for actually wandering creatures is only like a couple of chunks, I guess, and there's no way to change that, which is kind of strange to me. Kind of wish there was, but I guess that eats up a lot of the computing power or whatever. So maybe there's a reason for why why they're doing it this way. I don't know. I don't understand the technical side of Minecraft all that well. So yeah, this is where I like to just hang. It feels very fresh. I like it that I have there's just open space to the atmosphere on this side, just a massive panoramic window on this side, where it's an even better view, an even bigger view of the unimpressive landscape of just a regular mundane forest biome in the distance with nothing special whatsoever going on. And over here, and this is, I like how this turned out, or where I figured this would be a neat element, just because I like to have a wooden pillar or some kind of wood to prop the bed against. It's rare that I have the bed right up against the window, the glass. I did do that in the Timeless World, in the previous World Tour. I ended up doing that, but generally I like to try to avoid that, just because this way it looks like the bed is propped up against something. I don't like it when it's just completely freestanding. So, anyways, over here, there's probably gonna be like a map over here. I should have a couple of torches here, probably. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm thinking there needs to be a painting. I should probably put a painting up here for the time being until I get the map. I didn't think of that. I should have thought. Sorry about that. I should have thought of that. I need to have more paintings in these worlds before I have the maps. All right, it's time to. I should sleep, and then there's still the basement. I still gotta show you the basement. But anyways, I should sleep anyways. While I'm up here, let's just go ahead and take a nap. Sleep through the night. All right. And let me show you guys the basement. Oh, I guess I haven't shown the top. I haven't went upstairs to the very top. This is the very top, and once again, I made a full glass block floor, a roof. That's the floor that makes a wonderful rooftop patio from which you can just see in all directions. And this is a wonderful place to just look at the mountains. Great view of the mountain, the magic mountain. In the magical world, and this is all there is to the biome itself. This is it. This is all there is to the cherry biome. It's not enormous, but it's still very significantly large. So it's just right. Everything is it's great. Everything is just right in this world. I'm very happy with this world. I'm very happy with this decision to have dual fireplace, dual chimneys going up from the fireplaces, going straight through the glass. I thought this was a really neat element. And I just have the one chest in the bedroom. I don't like having excessive storage in the bedroom. I kind of like to keep my bedroom very opened up like this, where it's just the bed pretty much, and like one chest, which I think this is like the goodies chest. This is all. I don't have a lot of goodies. This is where like enchanted armor and fancy drops would go. So far, all I got is some of these ominous bottles. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I started the world when it was still 1.20, and then it switched to 1.21 when I got back into it, or something like that. I don't really remember. Maybe it was already 1.21. I'm not even sure. Anyways, down to the basement. So I did finish the basement in here too, which also turned out very well. Here's the basement. It's going to become the map room. There's going to be maps right here, and this is going to be my map setup. I don't have anything over here yet. Nothing so far. And then over here I have a window, a full-sized window, also looking out into the unimpressive landscape. And over here it's going to be bookshelves. It's going to be bookshelves and an enchanting table, which I don't have yet. There's going to be more chests to go on top of the bookshelves, or probably just other books, the other kinds of books. No, there needs to just be chests. There's just because if I just put the chiseled bookshelves up here, I don't know if that'll, because then I can't have the shelves. I like to have my chests up on shelves, just because that makes sense. I can't stand having floating chests. That's just a complete no-no for me, unacceptable. So I got one bookshelf so far. Well, I needed this one to put the little dandelion in it. Got a dandelion and an oxydaisy down here, and more storage. Yeah, plenty of storage. I'm not sure what's down. Oh, this is just to save a spot in the floor, just so that I know where I'm planning to build. I'm planning to build a ladder that goes further down into like the caves underneath or something like that. So anyways, that's it. That's all I got to show for the starting house. It basically has everything you need in a starting house. I like it that I do have like a map room and an enchanting room, although I still haven't actually gotten the enchanting. Sometimes these bees freaking scare the hell out of me because they hiss a little bit, make you think that you're being chased by a creeper. But no, it's just bees that need to be harvested, that are ready to share their honey. Alright, and here's the cow farm, and I got the sheep over here too. I got a little sheep farm as well. I got separated sheep from cows. Hey guys. I got plenty of cows. It's pretty big. This is like 12? I think I got 12 cows, yeah. So I'm gonna have those bookshelves in no time. But yeah, I'm very happy with how the cacao farm turned out. I planted some of these cherry trees to make them tall, like these taller ones. I just planted them on top of stacked up logs of cherry wood, just to make them taller, so that you can look into, so that you have an unobstructed view from this ledge. It's a pretty good view of the cow farm. So yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. And then it's very close. It's right next to the wheat farm, and it's all very close by to the starter house. So that's nice. I had the wheat farm going probably first thing, just because like I didn't have glass yet for the bottles for the honey bottles. That one's still not ready. And the water is pretty far away. It's pretty far down to get. We're so high up on the top of the plateau that it's a bit of a trip to go to get fish every time if you're planning to just eat fish as your starting food. And there's no apples, because of course we're in a cherry tree biome. You know, you could grow, I guess, trees, but it's not, you know, you're not gonna grow oak trees just to eat the apples from them. That would be pretty silly. So I ended up building a farm pretty much right away, and the wheat farm fed me throughout most of these first 100 days. I just ate bread. So yeah, that's about all. I think that kind of concludes the tour. That's about that one's also ready for harvest. I guess I can also. It's time to go ahead and feed the cows and and harvest some of the cows. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm in the world tour. I'm kind of getting ready to end the tour now. I've shown you guys everything there is to see, pretty much. Just as the magical music starts. This is the outro music. The spirit of Minecraft's giving me outro music. I used a bunch of birch wood too for the cornerstones. I was using birch wood. Oh yeah, the cornerstones. So there's 4 cornerstones. Only 4. I didn't. Oh, there it is. Now you can see the clouds kind of drifting through the peak of the mountain. There's the higher peak up there. That's more distant. It's a pretty significant, pretty substantial mountain. I really like having it in sight from just about from anywhere. You can see that mountain peak from up here. But all right, guys. That's about it. I should wrap it up now. There's not much to see in the caves. I haven't explored the caves much at all. There are some pretty substantial, pretty cool looking caves, at least from the surface. You know, I haven't really gotten into them much. But I got all my iron from the mountain. So anyways, I'm just going to wander back to the starter house as I wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. I hope this was pretty interesting, and it's a very casual kind of experience. I don't really get much done in the first 100 days. That's kind of the way I play this. I'm trying to capture the casual experience of the non-professional Minecrafter, of the way that most people play the game, of playing the game just to enjoy the game, of not really trying to do anything particularly challenging. Of like, I don't care how soon I get to the Nether. I don't care how soon I get the enchanting setup going. I kind of allow the game to guide me I build into the terrain. I allow the terrain kind of to guide my gameplay. And I always end up building a starter house or a dwelling, so that's kind of the first thing that I end up doing, and that kind of occupies the entirety of my first 100 days, and that's basically normally all I get accomplished. And I'm pretty happy. I got more accomplished in this 100 days than in some of my other worlds. I actually have an enchanting room that's ready for bookshelves, and I have the cow farm going. It's all set. This world is started. It is entirely well initiated. Very well initiated, and it's just ready. It is just waiting for me to continue playing it onwards towards day 200 and 300 and beyond. And it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful to see how far I get in it before I die. I still haven't died in this world. In 6 out of the 7 worlds that I have going on off screen, I haven't died yet. Only one of the 7 worlds that actually die already and lose my hardcore ship. You know, and then after that, it becomes hardcore-ish, right? I still keep playing in them. I just reincarnate myself and keep playing and try to avoid dying a second time. That's what I do. But in this world, I haven't died the first time yet, and that's it. I need to just make my closing remarks now. There's not much more to say. I just kind of wanted to fly around a little bit, show you guys how this looks from a distance. It's beautiful, absolutely fabulous. From this side, it looks beautiful. It looks great from down here. Here's a sneak peek into the caves. The cave systems are going to be amazing to work with once I actually get to the cave systems. And yeah, so there's going to be the second tour of this. I'll eventually get to 200 days into it, and I'll publish another world tour once I'm 200 days in. I hope I'll see you in that one. I mean, I hope if you guys are interested in seeing more of these world tours, I have a whole playlist of them now. This is like the 6th one that I'm doing. This is my 6th world tour, and in theory, they should be more interesting. I would expect that people would find them to be more interesting than my regular long play series in the prologue world. But sometimes these world tours don't really get much traction. So if you guys really like this, I would appreciate it if you leave a like on it. Just because it seems like you need like 4 or 5 likes for a video to start to get traction, for the algorithm to kind of notice it. Otherwise, it might just, like, this might be it. It might not be. It might just get no more recognition than any of the long play episodes that I do. But I kind of feel like they should, because these world tours are kind of they're special to me, because I can't just keep making them as frequently as I make my long play episodes. And there's only so many worlds. I'm not planning to start any new worlds this year. I have 7 off-screen worlds, and I have 4 worlds in addition to that I'm trying to eventually make more, record more Let's Play episodes in. And one of them is ongoing. The prologue world is ongoing. If you're completely new to this channel, and you're interested in my other content, mostly I make long play episodes, and this is also, I make completely unedited content, and there's going to be more world tours to come. If you're here just for the world tours, if you want to just see more world tours, you're welcome to check out the playlist, the world tours playlist, and I'm going to keep making world tours. I have another hardcore world that I'm at 100 days to show you that, and then after that I have 2 more worlds in which I made it past day 100, in which one is a 200-day world and one is a 400-day world. So those are coming up. So there's still 3 more worlds that you haven't seen that I need to record a world tour of. Those are to come. And I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope I'll see you for some more world tour videos in the future. Or perhaps even it'd be great if you wanted to check out my the long play content that I make. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and that's about it for now. That's all I got for this one. Pardon the very lengthy outro. I tend to do this where I get carried away talking at the end of the video. I'm very bad at ending videos. I'm just terrible at it. I just ramble on and on. All right, I really gotta stop talking now. That's it, guys. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shadowlay, my fellows. Shadowlay.